February 17th, 2023, and we're missing some data here because we've had a huge X flare that came off of our sun, an X2. It's it for an X flare, it's not a big one, but when you see the size of it, you'll understand why they're hiding it. All right, so since there's nothing to see here and we're still collecting people, let's show you the nothing to see to start off with. Now let's come over here to Stereo A and start looking at something. Now what they have here are a few missing frames of our X flare. Starting right there, starting right about there. Here's this huge mass of plasma coming off the sun, okay? Let's see if we can use the arrows, yes. Okay, so let's back up one. That's the next frame, okay? We've had this huge blast come off the side, or this quadrant of the sun here, and I seem to recognize something in there, but I'm not going to point that out because it's not obvious enough. So as you can see, we've had this huge blast here, over here. You can see the little circular shape that I was looking at. Anyways, so what appears to be a big object here is causing a giant X flare, but that's all the data they had on it, really. Okay, so I'll let you guys come over to this site. You can look at it yourself here, but we've had a pretty good size X flare come off the sun. It doesn't look Earth directing, but I haven't even checked the instruments yet today. I just got home and just clicked on everything, so bear with me as we do this report. I haven't gotten to look at anything yet. So let's start over here with our X-ray flux, and let's zoom in on this. This is not good. This is not good. All right. So you can see we've had our C flare normal activity, bam, drop right to the sea floor right here, and then boom, here's our huge X flare, okay? It's nice, sharp, bam, X2, okay? Now, I don't know if you guys are listening closely to Mike. He was talking about tomorrow, the 18th, there being a subwave right in front of it. Okay, this is not our event, I believe, from the 18th. I see this gradual slope going down, and I think there might be another bigger X flare coming here soon, maybe tomorrow, okay? Because we have two different impacts coming tomorrow. We have the impact from the sun and the impact from the wave that Mike is talking about. And today's the 17th, and that's tomorrow, folks. So it's time to start, getting ready and hold on, because no telling what this is going to do. I'm not going to sit here and postulate what it might do, what it might not do. Okay, we're already seeing signs right here of something happening right around the time frame that we've been looking for. Okay, let's go over to the Schumann now. Let's take it out. Ooh, you can see it from here. Wow. But I'm going to take it out anyway, because I want you guys to look. Here's our line right here. Whoopsie, let me get in the frame. Here's the line right here. This is the 8 that we're looking at, and the strength of it. Look what happens there. Okay, the strength of it just goes away, and if you look, there's a dark bar right all the way through that zone, okay? The radio frequency of the planet kind of went quiet for a second. Not off, but you see how quiet it went, okay? There's some reading there, but when we pull back, this, you know what? This angle isn't doing it justice, so let's try this. Okay, you can see we had a nice little dip right there, and that might be an indication right before the X flare. I haven't checked these times to compare them yet, but it's right around the time of our X flare. Okay, I'm not sure if it's before or after. That I haven't gotten to yet. I just got home, like I said, so bear with me as we get moving along here, all right? Get in there. Thank you, folks, for bearing with me. Now, what was the next thing we were going to go to? Was going to be something else on this site that I forgot to cover. Let me zoom back out so we can access it all. So when this X flare hit today, this little meter down here, actually, let's zoom in on it. Wait, we can just do that the whole screen, I believe. That will open up an instrument, maybe? Did I click the wrong one? Oh, all right. Well, anyhow, you can see our little globe here, and you can see where this impact is hitting the part of the globe. The X flare that hit today was right in this zone, right south of here in America, and the hospital I was at all day today experienced computer failures. So it could have been an indication of our X flare hitting. So now I know why we had waited in the hospital all day today. Because we had an X flare that hit that zone right there. We had radio blackouts. I think it was R3, something like that. So, all right, let's back out of this now, because something else I want to go check. Our CME Tracker. Okay, so let's see if it'll play. And if they've updated it, doesn't look updated. Their new X flare. Uh-oh. Maybe this is it right here. Come on, machine, let's go. While it's doing that, I'll start zooming in. My bad. You guys can't see anything until I fix it. Okay, it looks like we have some kind of shock wave coming off down here. This could be our X flare. It did look to come off at this angle of the sun, so I'm willing to bet that's our X flare. If this would just go smooth here. There we go. Yeah, that's it right there. That's probably our X flare that came off today. So it's not Earth facing, thank God, and it doesn't look to sideswipe us, which is good because we don't need any excess energy added to the planet right now. We are at full charge and overcharged. That's why we're having these electromagnetic discharges in the form of upward lightning and other things. So here's our latest CME. Like I said, the X flare moving away from us, which is good. All right. Whew. What else on this site did I want to check here? Oh yeah, there was one more thing. The beautiful shot here of the X flare today. Play this. Can I play this real quick? For educational purposes, can I play this? Thank you. Let's see if we can go full screen here. Ring. Oh, that thing is... Watch this thing just... Bam. Wow. Holy... That's a static discharge from the sun right here. That total pulsing like that? I've never seen an X flare just go full auto like that, like fully automatic handgun or something. Look at that. No way. Like I said, this is my first time looking at this too, you guys. I gotta watch this again. I can't believe what I'm looking at. Wow, it just pulsed so hard like that. That is not good. That indicates the object that I thought I saw. Oops. Play this, please. Oh, play it some more. Sorry. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad I checked that because that was something I wasn't expecting to see. And I saw the little freeze frame, but this video, oh my God, this does not do that picture justice. I've never seen an X flare do that. Oh my God. I bet the guys down at NASA are tripping. Oh man. Oh geez. Here, let me back out of this now. Oh, X out of that. Whew. That might be a whole video tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Wait, no. We gotta see that again. I don't believe what I just saw. Okay, here it is again. And that's not the video skipping. Wow. Oh man. I wonder what's in those missing frames. This is not good, folks. Because if I think what's in those missing frames is happening at the same time, all this stuff is, other things are coming together. I'm not going to go trying to scare everybody, but that's not a good sign. Even though it's not headed in our direction, something caused a huge, even though it's an X2, that's only the power it put out. But you guys saw how many times that flickered like that? Flickered, that's in the list. The sun flickering, right? Did you guys remember writing that one down with me? Oh, baby, the sun is flickering with X flares. At the time we're expecting this is a huge sign of what's to come. Okay, you guys, this impact that we're due tomorrow, I'm telling you, this is a foreshadow. This is a little warning sign, warning from the sun. I gotta play this again, dude. I can't believe I just watched what I watched. Sorry, we have to divert this video or this my report here, right as we report. Oh, it's usually like one burst, you guys. How many do you think was in there? Like 10? Jeez, that was nuts. Let's try this one more time. Whoops, very beginning. Oh, easily 20 times. Oh, okay. Well, maybe for most people it's not a big deal, but I've been watching this stuff for a while, and that is not normal. Boy, I think we had a plasmic conduit connect to our big object like we had back in 2017. If you guys have seen my videos then. Okay, let's swallow hard and back out. Okay. I showed you this human. I showed you this huge X flare. We did the stereo A that captured it. Oh, let's go over to this. Here's our, oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Let's see, am I loaded up at the right times and dates? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. We're in luck here, folks. Let's just enlarge in this right now and do this quick report because this is still important here. We're having disruptions with our magnetic field lines, you guys. Okay? Which is a sign of a core problem, okay? Something going on in the core. You know what I believe is going on. We'll just leave it at the word something. All right? Now let's get into this one. Let me back it up to the beginning. Yes, here we are, very opening frame at 2/17, February 17th. And as we go through this, just watch these bubbles come squirting out of the sun, these magnetic anomalies. There's one right here. All right, here's where our red line, we need color, we need bigger picture, we need all sorts of stuff, Brian. Hang on. Let me adjust here as I didn't get it. That's the setting right there. Okay. Now back to where I was. All right, so here we are at our first one, okay? You can see this normal magnetic field, and then it starts to bubble and stretch out, okay? It spit out this green polar cap magnetic field line, so I'll count that as one. It's not a very big one, but it's one. As we continue, something going on back here. One. Here comes a shock wave. You can see a shock wave coming off the sun. Boom, right here. Hits us. Stretches out our field lines. And then it spits out another magnetic bubble, another EMP. That's 2. 2. Here's 3. 3, 4. That's a snarled mess. 4. 4. Here's a shock wave. Compressing, stretching. 4. Spitting out, a little bit. That's 5. Here comes a voluntary 6. Ooh, look at this magnetic mess. All right, 6. 7. Whatever this is, 7. Whatever it just keeps doing. 7, there goes 1 right there. Look at how tight that is. It just spit out this boing. And that's all polar cap field lines, okay? Inside a closed IMF field. I don't even know how to describe that, all right? And I've lost count. Somebody remind me where we left off here. I think we're at 9. Was that it? Because I don't want to cheat and miscount. Somebody in the chat room will be like, oh, you miscounted wrong. Or in the comments. So now, correct me, please, if we're not on 9. All right, here we go anyway. So we're picking up where we left off with, I guess, 9. Was that correct? I think. So we'll just 9. It doesn't matter. I'm only counting just because it's, here comes another one. You know, this is like 10. Ooh, look at this big magnetic mess. Okay, 10, I guess. Yeah, 10, 11. Just weird activity from our field lines, okay? That's an indicator, is our magnetic field lines, everybody. Look at this, another one of these snarl balls. This is not the same one, that's another one. Oh wait, that is the same one. Okay, good. So maybe we don't have to count anymore. Here's another. Yeah, I'll just stop counting because then we don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm just trying to point out how many the Earth is kicking out. It's not just one every once in a while. It's multiple per day is what I'm trying to point out, okay? Maybe we'll just leave it at that. Okay, that was enough of that. Then I want to go over to here. I haven't gotten to load this one up yet because I'm looking for missing data. So you guys are going to see how we find missing data. Where are we set at? We have to come over here. Please bear with me. Maybe you guys will get a little tutorial and learn how to use this. And click on this for your calendar. I want the 17th because it's still at the 14th. I click on the 17th. I want it all the way up to the end. See where I put the arrow at the end? I want the very last frame to be 2348 or whatever, okay? Then I set it like 300 frames, so we're going to go back a space, set it for 300. That's the maximum you can do. That gives you the most amount of time going backwards from this point backwards, okay? So we're starting from this point and going 300 frames back, the maximum we can. Then you hit apply, not enter. Every time you enter something into this little, any one of these, always hit apply. Once it applies, you'll see it giving us our percentage and a little wind down. This one might take a second or two, maybe even longer. It might not even finish because they're blocking data. So if we get to 100%, let's be thankful. All right, well, that's taking its sweet time there. I'm going to come over here real quick, try to be as efficient as we can. Now, here we are at our, this is our subpolar jet. Let me adjust this real quick. I want to show you, okay, this is the stratosphere, okay? This is above the all our weather, okay? Here's our polar vortex, which is split in half, okay? We have a split polar vortex. This happens when we're changing in from like winter to spring, or from like fall to winter, or something like that. So every season, not every seasonal change, but like equinox change, we have this split in the jet. This is, I think this has happened a little early. I have to go research this, how, what dates this usually occurs. If it's mid-February that it starts, then that's okay. But it could be a little early. Anyways, this is our troposphere. This is above the most of the weather, okay? Now we're gonna drop down a level here to our this is our high altitude jet stream, okay? This is the upper jet stream. Where are we on the planet? Oh, we're again at the North Pole. Okay, so let me back out of this a little bit so you guys can get perspective. This is the United States, California, Mexico. Look at this dip in the jet, okay? These split vortexes cause these weird dips in the jet. So you, whoopsie, rotate the Earth and look down from the top. You see all how it's all dippy and curvy and stuff, and it's all high tense. It's all purple, okay? So the upper level jet is going really curvy as a result of that polar vortex, okay? That polar vortex controls these storms and brings them in and stuff. So now the lower jet stream, and I want to bring it over here to America. All right, you guys? Once it kind of centers there, we'll zoom in. Okay, we have this bend in our jet stream. This is the jet stream that's right above our weather. This is what kind of controls our weather right here. Now we have these intense winds coming off the coast, and if we back up one level, I believe. All right, yes. Okay, you see these same winds? Well, look at what else is causing them, okay? And if we back away, I want you to look at this dip in the jet right here, all right? This wavy, off-kilter jet stream, all right? This is going to throw some really nasty weather into the lower regions here of Alabama, Georgia and stuff, okay? So let me lower the altitude a little bit. The numbers are going higher or actually going lower in elevation. So we figured out another thing to this tool. Okay, so here we are. This is our main jet stream that's right above our weather, and then this would be our weather, okay? So here we go. You can pick out your part of the country and see the flow. Most of you guys are in America, but if there's a request, put it in the chat and I'll zoom in on your part of the country, okay? See this on the west coast, this is different, coming way up here. Usually this comes in and drops down and goes. It's being sucked back out and rotated back down around. So this stuff is S-shaping and being served up down to Baja, California. What would usually be hitting up here is being served up down there. You see that flow? See what I'm talking about? So that's a little oddity there. What is very interesting is this feature again, where everything comes up to a spot and diverges and goes away. This cross-shaped repulsion site happens to be in the vicinity where I'm at. So everybody else is gonna get pummeled with weird weather, except for my region. So interesting. Anyways, oh yeah. Now I wanted to go look at the chemicals. So we're going to switch from air over here to chemicals. You guys watching, so you guys can play with this thing too, okay? Now here's the chemicals. This is the one I usually use to report with a long time ago. I'm more familiar with this, okay? As we go through the chemicals, we have carbon monoxide, the surface concentration. We have carbon dioxide surface concentration. Then we have sulfur dioxide surface mass, okay? That's the one I like to use because sulfur comes out of the ground in volcanic sites, okay? And we used to come over here and look for little red dots or anything that's sticking out, you know. And let me turn off these winds real quick here. So we used to come over here and we'd look for a little dot like this or a little dot like that, you know, and I don't know, just look at it now. You know, let me zoom in so you can see all these plumes of sulfur dioxide or sulfur monoxide, sorry, coming out of the ground. All right, let's go over here real quick to the California area. Right off of what Crescent City right here, we have a plume. Okay, so something going on up here. Right off the Bay Area, right here, we have a plume going on in the Bay Area. Okay, guys, let's tour the country a little bit. Here we are. Come back to me. Here's Salt Lake City. Okay, let me pull back a little bit so you guys get a little reference. Okay, and let's pull back just enough to squeeze the whole country into the frame, and you can start picking out your area. I'll just let the image do the speaking. I'm not going to really go into too much detail here because I don't want to really scare a bunch of people, and you know, so I'll let you guys look at that for a minute, okay? Give you a good perspective of where. Let's go back to this. I want to make sure. Sulfur dioxide, and this is the surface mass. This is at the surface, okay? This is not up in the air. This is coming from surface, okay? It says surface mass. Sulfur dioxide surface mass. This is what we use to detect any kind of sulfur, like, you know, magma. Sulfur comes with the magma, okay? This gas is pouring out of the ground at hot spots or whatever underneath that is leaking out sulfur, okay? So, as we back out of the US, you will see that this indeed is on land, okay? This effect we don't see it out in the water. This is a land mass. This is an effect from the gas, okay? And we're going to pack back out and look around the planet. See, this is what it usually looks like. Nice, clean, maybe a few different little white to, you know, light patches, but it's little patches like this. Now, we also do human pollution as well, which shows up. Okay, so not all of this is leaking out of the ground, but most is, unless it's over like a major city site or a huge population hub. And here's Europe, you guys. Okay, all over the place. Ooh, where's Turkey? Is Turkey? Go. Where's Turkey? Oh, I have not slept. I have not had any food. Where the heck? It's over here. Saudi Arabia is right there. I gotta look at my globe. Anyways, this whole region, okay? Doesn't matter where Turkey is. Just look at it, okay? And as we scroll around, come over here to China. Now, China has a lot of this because they have a lot of pollution. This is where we're used to seeing a dark blob sometimes, and it's due to their pollution, not from leakage from the ground. Same with India over here. They have a huge population, and they don't do well with their air management, so we see a lot of pollution there. So what I'm going to do is what I want you to see here. We're going to rotate to China right here. And then we're going to put it on the pollution. No. Carbon monoxide. Okay, there we go. Carbon monoxide is our pollution. And you see this dark patch right here over whatever this bay is in China, okay? That's their pollution center. And you see the gases and stuff that emit from it. Now, do you see the difference between... Here's some more pollution created by India, okay? That's what this is. So that area in India, like I said, and this area in China, but the rest of the world, okay? Here you can see a little pollution coming out of this spot right here, whatever, probably France somewhere. Anyways, you can tell the difference between the sulfur that's coming out of the ground, the sulfur that we produce, and the difference between those, okay? Here we got, look over here at LA. You know, that's where we got our smog and stuff. LA, it gathers in the valley here sometimes, okay? Unless that's some other, you know, industrial site pumping out carbon monoxide. Okay, all right, so now we're getting better grip on this tool, okay? Now, let's go back to see if our things have finished loading. Did we get all the data? Please. 17. It was right at 22. Yep, it's right there. Oh, baby. Yes, I love it when research pays off, or when other tools pay off. So let me get this just right. We're going backwards. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, you guys seeing this? Oh, yeah. Let's back up right to there. Let's bring this in. Oh, I hate it when it's in red because my camera just does not pick up red well at all, but bingo, looks like we're getting something here. Here's some kind of little object with its magnetic field around it, ripping plasma off the sun. I can see a central little core object right in there. Let's see if we can get in tighter. Camera seems to be cooperating a little bit. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Can you guys see that? Right there? This little object has its own magnetic field, and it's this bubble shape right here, and when it goes by, it rips plasma off the sun. Look how much plasma it just took. Boy. So let me, I know what I can do. Can I do this? Yes. Boom. You can still see it a little bit hiding right in here. We'll go all the way back. So here's our X-flare from today. Boom, the missing frames. Bam, boom, object, bam. Look at all this plasma it's trailing with it, okay? This is the one that we just watched go and spark out over and over again, because I believe at that point it was having a some kind of electromagnetic exchange with this object, okay? Wow. Wow. Yeah. Let me back up here. Sorry, this is usually the homework I'm doing before I go to the show, so it might be a little boring for you guys as we kind of go through this, because I need to look at this properly. And it's hard to report properly when you haven't had time to do your homework. That's why doing your homework's important, kiddies. Yeah, this is about the most important frame right there. Okay, yeah, it's another event going on our sun right when this stuff is supposed to happen, which gets me to something else that we need to talk about seriously, is tomorrow. Okay, you guys, you see all this evidence leading up to tomorrow. I think maybe it's time to take it seriously and brace for impact, because if it doesn't happen, I will be relieved and gladly eat crow, all right? I will be thankful that there is no catastrophic event. But usually catastrophic events follow stuff like this. And with my findings and my list starting to be completed, it's not complete yet. We have a gap from the bottom from like number 13 to 16. So there's missing data in my stuff as well, all right? So I'm not perfect, but I try the best I can to bring you the truth and what I see going on. Other people have different perspectives. This is my perspective, and that's why you're here at my channel, is because you enjoy my perspective. And if you don't, well, enjoy the reports or whatever. Next. Now for tonight's gem. As if this wasn't a gem already, here we go with tonight's gem. Okie dokie, this is a video from third phase of moon. I'm going to use their video for educational purposes, not for UFO purposes, okay? Give me a second to get a drink here. All right. What you're about to see here, well, first let me back up a little bit. We were talking about the electromagnetic field affecting animal behavior, and that includes the human animal, okay? People are starting to lose it, I can tell. I watch people closely. I read body language. I don't know how many of you people know how to read body language, but I don't listen to what people say. I read their body language because it screams volumes more than the lies that come out of their mouths. So, we are having problems with the electromagnetic field. It's affecting humans and it's affecting animals, and especially birds, right? So we're looking for odd bird behavior. Now I'm talking about migratorial behavior, okay? Going the wrong direction, migrating soon, birds out of place, ones that used to go here going to the wrong spot. Indications that animals are getting thrown off by the magnetic field, okay? But what you're about to see here is odd bird behavior. Just watch. I'll turn down the volume here. You guys see what I'm seeing here? Let's see if they can get a good shot of it, and I'll pause it. Bingo! This is a bird locked in the air, frozen in the air, okay? I've seen ones where it flies away. It's locked like this in the air for a while and it flies away. But where's a better shot? Right here, I think. There we go. There we go. I can't pull it down, but I can lift the camera. Give me a second to lift the camera here. Where's my wedge? Wedge. There it is. Quick adjustment here. There we go. Okay? You guys see that bird? Frozen and locked in the air. Magnetically locked in the air. It's hovering. It's not suspended by anything. What could possibly make this happen but magnetics? Okay? This is new footage. Okay? I want you to go over to the third phase of moon and let them report on this. People think it's a UFO, but it's, they can clearly, they tell you that it's a bird, They thought it was a UFO, but when you zoom in, it's a bird. And this bird is frozen in the sky. I don't know if it's dead or alive. It is being suspended somehow with magnetics. See, there's salt water in the blood, right? In animals, right? So magnetics could affect the chemical structure in your body and grab it like a magnet and possibly levitate you. So when I was talking about strange behavior out of animals, I wasn't expecting this. And I don't know if my explanation is true or not. That's my hypothesis. You guys understand how my brain works and how we try to figure out things instead of just looking at it going, All right, so that was tonight's gem and tonight's report. I hope you guys are enjoying these. I worked real hard to try to bring this to you. I didn't get a chance to do any of my homework today, but I think we pulled off a decent show. Was there anything I was thinking else of showing you? Let's close with this image right here. That's our X-flare. Oh, no. We are closing with this right here. Yeah, I gotta come look at this more. This is just off the hook. Wow. Let me adjust it so it doesn't blind the camera too much again so you guys can see this one more time. Oh, that was the radio blackout one. Boom. Okay. Now, where was it here? Right here. Freeze frame that. Oh, okay. You can see on this globe here, this is what I was telling you earlier. Look at this impact right here. Just off it hit Mexico and parts of South America, mostly the Pacific, but just off of America was our R3. Yes, an R3 radio blackout. That's where I saw it. Okay, so this bad boy right here spit out this. We can't take too much more radiation hitting the planet and going into the core. Whether it's a CME, that's even worse, but this is still radiation hitting the planet, a strong dose of it, so much that it blacks out radios, okay? That's, why does it keep doing that? Get out of there. One more time with this. I just got to see that flicker. Okay, so remember, we're flickering on the sun now, folks. Okay, check that off the list. Okay, remember I was telling you just a couple of days ago some of the side effects we might see, and one of them would be, where the heck did the list go? Oh, well, I don't even have the list here. I know it, though. I know it like the back of my hand. So, anyways, the flickering. We were just talking about a few days ago, and how the sun's core's problems, just like the core on the Earth and all the other planets that are being affected, the sun is being affected as well. The core of the sun is having issues when it does these electromagnetic static discharges, like we were seeing lightning discharge from the surface of the Earth. This is like lightning on the surface of the sun. Don't you kind of agree? Can you see the flickering? Can you see the electric discharge like you would see if you, you stuck a plug in the outlet and you'd see a spark jump? That's what we're seeing, folks. These are more than just normal X flares and CMEs, okay? These are being induced by the sun's core having issues, because I can tell by all the other evidence around that our planet is having a core issue, and every single other one of them is, and now the sun is. It only makes sense. It has to be. And it's maybe the sun's core issues that's causing ours. But we saw it affecting Pluto first, then Neptune, then Jupiter. So it's coming from outside in. It's not a inside out. It's an outside in effect that is causing internal effects that come out. Get it? Got it? Good. All right, that's it for tonight. I love you all. Y'all have a good night, and I'll be back tomorrow if I can, when I can, with a new update. All right? God bless you all, and you know what? With signs like this, all right, tomorrow is a big day, okay? It might not right away, but the 18th, 19th, that time frame, boy, I would be ready for anything, you know. I wouldn't be out and too far away from home, you know. If you're in a spot and you're already traveling, think about how you would hunker down there. If this could cause power outages, you know, and big earthquakes. Earthquakes can cause other things like tsunamis, and we have a bunch of changes coming here soon. Okay, it's starting tomorrow, and we're already seeing indications of tomorrow, the pre-wave that he talked about before the regular wave. I see this nice smooth transition. It didn't just go spark, boom, 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 like normal activity. Ding, 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 ding. Look how something took control and is now a nice gradual. Something else is in control here, all right? All right, that's it. I love you guys. I gotta go. My poor kids haven't even seen me today, so I love you all. Till my next video. Bye.